evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This one taken just inside the 10. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Throwing now is Locke. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This from 25 yards out.
5-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
You call plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And all the way down to the 37. A big play on 3rd down for the Chiefs. 49 yards.
1st down, Chiefs.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. shotgun snap into the give to Sanders. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
He's tackled.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second and 6.
Locke going to throw. Gets this one to Hill. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
From Miami Dolphins. First and 10 at the
Locke now to throw. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4. At the
Going on the ground with Eckler, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
ball carrier.
And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. He's got his tight end Fant, and he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 26-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Ball at the 26, second and 7. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3, Chiefs nothing.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, second and 7. Now Locke. On the screen, this is Eckler. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
To Austin Eckler. It's a gain of 5.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
At the 2-yard line.
Penny will try to punch it in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
Second down and goal. Locke. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Drew Locke taking it in. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Flushed out right. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here is Eckler. Down right around the 25.
Austin.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
25-yard line.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9. Lock. This is the tight end fan. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Granted, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
That was pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On the ground, it's Eckler. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Forced out to his left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
For the field goal, a 31-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And Mayfield again with the interception. His third. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Dolphins 20, Chiefs nothing. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a carry for Sanders. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Grant Delpit on the coverage.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.